Shalom and good day all. This is the Helium 29 back again for another anime review. And in this anime review, I'll be covering Boruto Naruto Next Gen episodes 231 to 245. And my goodness, this has been a really interesting 15 episodes. So as you can see here, I've got the cover connected to the series, and with this, I've decided to name it The Return to the Land of Water and the Hidden Mist Village arc. Now, no doubt, this does actually happen, to which the characters do end up returning to um, the Land of Water and also the Hidden Mist. But there are some episodes that take place before that, and these episodes take place in the land of the hidden leaf or the land of fire. So I'll get started, and a big thanks to everyone who goes out of their way to watch this anime review, as I can't do this without my subscribers, and that includes you. Even if you might be someone interested in subscribing to the channel, it's free to do, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. So, starting off with episode 231, we have Tsubaki and her team get asked to investigate a series of incidents to which they learn a samurai is responsible for attacks on citizens. Whilst this occurs, we also get some flashback into Tsubaki's past, growing and learning in the way of the samurai in her own village. Now, I actually quite enjoyed that, but I'll be able to get to that a little bit more later on in relation to the afterthoughts. As we move into episode 232, Team 5, with Denki as the captain, has been placed on a B rank mission to do a job consisting of a delivery of some important mechanical puppets to a neighboring ninja nation. And this ninja nation isn't very far from the land of water. And as he finally arrives at the Gold Island with his team, they encounter some unexpected circumstances. And I'll get to a little bit more about that later as we get into further episodes. As we finally move into 233, Team 7 has a new member consisting of Kawaki, who will work alongside with Mitsuki Boruto as Sarada heads the mission involving Katatsuki, who works in the scientific ninja tool division, who will be seeing a presentation of a new power system at the Hidden Mist Village, but also with some warnings that there could be some terrorist activity to prepare for. Moving into episode 234, as things are confirmed in relation to the terrorist attack, Sarada, Mitsuki, Kawaki are looking out after Katatsuki, whilst Boruto has caught up with one of his friends, like from last time he visited this village, or visited the land of water, caught up with Kagura, and now helping him out of the prison. Now helping him out at the prison facility in the land of water, home of the Hidden Mist Village. As we jump into episode 235, Team 7, along with Kagura's team, make arrangements with a boat driver or a ship owner to try to help out Denki, whilst also trying to capture the pirates responsible for the attack on the Hidden Mist Village. With specialty events being held in the land of water, whilst this is happening, we are seeing Kawaki getting seasickness in the boat, whilst in the boat that they are in. as they are trying to apprehend the terrorists responsible for the attack. And I must admit, these first 5 episodes definitely did bring up a bit of a build up, but I'll let you know later on how I felt with all of these 15 episodes once I'm all finished going through the events that occurred here. As we move into episode 256, as things progress with Sarada Mitsuki meeting up with Denki, Boruto and the rest of the team are about to encounter a mobile pirate fortress. Sarada seeks to save the hostages with Denki's team that are still on the island and free them from the pirate Fanatos, the Fanato clan pirates' hands. Um, Jumping into 237, this is now the essence of the season of the mission. This is now of the time is now of the essence in the mission to save the hostages from the Fanato clan, as Sarada and Denki have escaped the island. Boruto, along with Kawaki, are on the mobile fortress together and have to make their decisions count to the last. As he also loses contact to Kagura on the boat that he was on whilst waiting on the members on the Hidden Leaf. As we move into episode 238, as Boruto and his team are working their way back to the Hidden Mist Village by ship, overnight a murder takes place whilst many of them are sleeping, only to wake up to the news that the captain of the ship has been killed. Even as Kagura has to oversee the prisoners he brought with him on his journey to help recover the hostages and now try to solve who the killer is. And it was very interesting as to who the killer was in this, and it's not who you think it is. And I really actually like the way they set that up. Whilst jumping into episode 239, whilst the ship that Boruto and Kagura are stuck on, with both of their teams from the Hidden Mist and Leaf, they come across a shipbuilder who has offered to help tow the ship to safety. As earlier had a strange as earlier, Boruto had a strange experience with him drowning and not knowing who actually saved him for when he woke up. We move into episode 240. Boruto has teamed up with Akeda. Akeda, who you learn is the shipbuilder's apprentice, to go to the northern part of the shipbuilder's island to get some of the missing parts they need to finish repairing the ship that Boruto and his friends came on in need of repair to return to the land of water and back to the village of the Hidden Mist. As we jump into the last 5 episodes, Boruto has found out it won't be long till the ship will be ready to sail back to the land of water, and the Fanato clan in this time have sought to kill people they deem traitors. And Akeda gets a reunion with his sister by the name of Siren, who is also of the Fanato clan. Jumping into episode 242, Kagura, who is a friend of Boruto, has gotten word of an incoming attack that will be coming from the Fanato clan. Whilst the Hidden Leaf members are waiting to hear back from the Hidden Leaf to seek to do in this time, Ikeda really wants to fulfill his dream in becoming a shipbuilder, whilst members of the Fanato clan basically want him back by force. Jumping into episode 243, the Land of Waters, Mizukagi, or the head of the Land of Water, is on the offensive against the Fanato clan ships. Kagura has decrypted a hidden message, whilst Boruto goes searching for Akeda, only to learn that he too has disappeared from his boss Kajiki. Kagura takes his team and members of the Hidden Leaf to his childhood village to help defend against the Fanato clan. Jumping into the last two episodes, whilst in Kagura's childhood home with Boruto and his teammates, we learn the backstory of one of the prisoners he is seeking a pardon for. A name for by name Bunton, for their name is Bunton, as she betrayed someone to whom she thought uh, as she was betrayed by someone who she thought she could trust, only to learn the hard way that is she is in a conversation with Habichigo. Denki and Awabi in the background have also paid attention and caught attention of pirates of the Fanato clan attempting to breach the village of Kagura's childhood home. Finally, jumping into the last episode for these 15 episodes that are being reviewed, um, Bunsen and have Kyoho have gone to search out for Habichigo, as Habichigo has discovered a plan connected to the Fanato clan pirates. Whilst this is all occurring, the Hidden Leaf members are helping out Kagura in set places to defend his childhood home, whilst the fight to progress whilst the fight progresses after an ambush, Kagura in all puts in his all to protect his childhood home, with the help of his teammates and the Hidden Leaf Shinobi. And if it's one thing I must say, yes, there was really a lot of episodes in this, and the build up for a lot of things in some areas I felt it was a little bit strong, but in other areas it felt a little bit weak. I'll now move into the era of my afterthoughts. So these 15 episodes have been quite a journey for Boruto and his friends from the land of the hidden leaf. So now I'll get started by covering the first 5 episodes of this arc taking place. So with the first 5 episodes, we were some episodes covering the Hidden Leaf members from other teams as we get to encounter a samurai versus samurai battle in this first episode. The next episode focused on Denki, who is now a chunin, a captain of his team, to do an errand for Katatsuki, who works in the area of the Ninja Scientific Tool Division in the land of the Hidden Leaf. These first 2 episodes eventually played a part in Denki's mission, mainly when an island he was going to ended up becoming hostages later on again. But once the last 3 episodes played out of the first 5 episodes, as Team 7 made their appearance with Kawaki on the team, the beginning of the Return of the Land of Water arc, to which Boruto caught up with Kagura, whilst Kawaki, Mitsuki, and Sarada were overseeing the safety of Katatsuki, who was meant to be appearing at a conference being held by the Hidden Mist Village. By the time we move into the next 5 episodes, we are officially in the Return of the Land of Water arc, as now the Land of Water is now under conflict by pirates of the Fanato clan. Whilst this is happening, many of the members of the Hidden Leaf village, especially their shinobi, have been brought together from previous events, to which some work alongside by those of the Hidden Mist. Kagura being a friend who Boruto had made, getting used to see plus Kawaki getting used to seeing so much of the world that he hasn't actually seen, plus helping out when he can as things progress. Boruto begins to make friends with Akeda, to which at the time he doesn't presently know he is one of the son of the head pirates, that it is warring against the land of water, and he sees that all Akeda wants to be is to learn a trade by being a ship by moving in the area of shipbuilding, and eventually travel the whole world via ship of his own making. As we move into the last 5 episodes, the stakes have been raised, and now the land of water, along with the help of the shinobi help from the shinobi or help of the shinobi from the hidden leaf, now prepare for a war to come to the land, as we get to delve a little bit more into Kagura's past, as well as things that played a part in connecting with others. As this also happens within the story, it is nice to see the backstory behind Ikeda and why he left his way to become a shipbuilder's apprentice, only for a reunion with his sister, who is also of the Fanato clan, to be placed into somewhat of a compromised position, to which he must now abandon his dream to return to the side of his father, who is the head of the Fanato clan. Jumping forward towards the end of these episodes, and we see the hard work by both Kagura's team in his childhood village, as they prepare for the pirates to invade their land. As for one of his prisoners has now gone rogue after being released, leaving him to put his trust in the remaining prisoners to return the one that left the village. My goodness. Yes, that was a lot to cover and a lot to say. And yes, there was a lot to actually go through in regards to what was actually happening within the story. And if it's one thing that I really want to bring across in conjunction with these episodes, is that I think some of the main characters weren't as strongly brought across in this. And in some places, it also happened with the supporting characters too. Doesn't mean that the story's bad. Not really. It's all right to watch, and I definitely recommend you check it out, especially if you enjoy checking out things like Ninja Samurai. Um, so these 15 episodes weren't as strong as the last 15 episodes I recently reviewed, as I felt it did slip a bit in quality of its storytelling. But there were definitely some great moments with Kawaki in these episodes. Now, that is one thing I did actually enjoy with these episodes, was seeing Kawaki's reaction to like seeing things of his world that he hasn't seen before, as he's seeing more of the world around him, not just within the hidden leaf. Now he's seeing outside of the hidden leaf and what the world has to offer him, as well as what is happening with Kagura and his team. Now, with Kagura and his team, um, I found it very interesting. I liked what was done here too, and I think this is probably the strongest part. Um, as it sort of like fell onto these somewhat supporting characters, even though Kawaki does fall into the area of a main character. I think the supporting was probably the better in this, over the main characters. And with Kagura, um, the three prisoners are Hibichigo, Buntun and Kyoho. Kyoho. And one thing I want to bring up about the voice actor for Buntan, I still enjoyed the voice acting, as one of the voice actors reminded me from Killua from Hunter x Hunter, um, which was a big surprise. And I stick by the rating that I give these 15 episodes. Now it's time to move on to the rating for these 15 episodes of the series. For the main characters, I give a 7.5 out of 10. For the supporting characters, I give a 7.5 out of 10. One of the strongest things that I actually enjoyed in this was the animation, which I gave an 8 out of 10. But for the overall story within these 15 chapters, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. I want to finish off by giving a big thanks to the creator of Boruto. And until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day.